And so if winning to me involves not having fun, I'll usually choose something else instead. And what I love about Slay the Spire is that these things can so often align with one another. And fun and being creative are so often hand in hand. Got some very interesting starting options here on the Watcher. This Act 1 layout is very curious. Look at this. There's a 5 elite path. That's a lot of elites. But if anybody can handle 5 elites, it's the Watcher. With her incredible starting power. Particularly if the Watcher got a good random rare. Although I will say there's not that many good Watcher rare cards at the start of the run. As your Orca says, what do I look for in a path? In Act 1, generally my main metric is number of rest sites plus number of elites. The better total number of both of those things you can do, the better a time you'll have in Act 1. Or the stronger you'll get in Act 1. Ultimately, the point of your act is to increase the power of your deck of cards. Not just get to the boss and win, but get stronger, get more resources, get better cards, or improve your deck quality otherwise while you're doing it. That's the tricky part of Slay the Spire. Since you can't change the number of floors that you visit, each act has 15 nodes prior to the boss. It means that the only thing you can do is control which kind you visit. At the very beginning of the run, the most important ways to improve the strength of your deck are by adding cards to the basic set that you start with. The strikes and defends that you have won't get you far. You need to add some new stuff. Ideally, damage cards first, in order to tackle early elites, and then better blocks later. But it's also possible to build block first, particularly if you're avoiding early elites or if you're on a lower Ascension level. I've even had a few runs succeed by avoiding elites entirely in Act 1, opting to upgrade a few high-value cards and get some good blocks, and kind of build defensively, but it's really hard to do. Yeah, there is a chance here, if we can get 2 events, we can get the, well, we would need 3 events here, but there's a way to use the Niao's Lament to get the Burning Elite for 1 health, which would lead to a very easy remaining 3 elites for Watcher, opting for this rest site instead of the 5th elite, which I think it's pretty reasonable. Another option here is boss swap, and Watcher is pretty well equipped to boss swap, though I do like the starting miracle quite a lot. I'm going to give that Lament Start a try. I want to see if we can get this Burning Elite for 1 single hit point. Other things that I look for in pathing. Shops are usually not worth going to unless you've got at least 165 gold, enough to afford a shop relic on A20. But can be worth visiting in the early game if you really, really need a potion, or if you're trying to not use a Lament charge, like we're doing here. Bip. Bop. 20 bucks. And probably one of the best commons there is, Cut Through Fate. What about pressure points? Do we ever consider it? Of course, pressure points is perhaps one of the worst cards the Watcher has. Problem with pressure points is that it's synergistic only with itself. Applying 8 status called Mark, causing all enemies to lose health equal to their mark. Honestly, not very good against Act 1 elites, so if we're looking to take this 4 elite path, the Cut Through Fate is far, far the better choice. Yeah, I struggle to see how I would get pressure points to work here. Plus, we did do a pressure points infinite recently. I'm gonna grab this Cut Through Fate. We're absolutely gonna take the Golden Idol, giving us more money for the rest of the run. Fasting's interesting. On Watcher, I'm actually very, very happy to simply remove defends in the early game. What this does is increase the consistency of strike draws so that you can kill enemies very quickly. And that, more than anything, is exceedingly valuable on this character. 2 random upgrades. I think we're going to get the elite for 1 hit point here. happy with upgrades, whether they hit strikes or eruption is the best one. Best would be eruption cut through fate or eruption vigilance, but strike defend is perfectly fine too. Upgraded strikes are actually really good on the Watcher. They do 18 damage if you're in Wrath stance. That there's an event here means we get to fight this elite for 1 health. We still have 2 charges, meaning next 2 combats only have 1 hit point. So we can make 1 combat this enemy, 1 combat the Burning Elite, and then try to kill regular elites from there. What we're not going to do is take the Serpent's money here. We would only do that if we're going to another shop, and I'd really prefer not to. I could take the money and go this way, but I don't really see why I would. Alright, let's upgrade that Eruption. Eruption is, I think, generally speaking, the best first upgrade on the Watcher. You make Eruption half the price, meaning you can either do something like Vigilance and then Eruption, or you can play 1 additional strike after Eruption for 12 more damage, or many, many other possibilities. It's just so dang good. Boop to the Jawworm. Nice. And an early... Oh, man. That's a very early rushdown. Giving us 2 draw whenever we enter Wrath. An early rushdown can be a very, very simple way to turn a Watcher run into a success. By either letting you massively draw cards or even downright go infinite by getting the right combination of cards. I think Empty Fist is also exceedingly good here, giving us more control over the stance we're in and doing very good damage. Can I roll my R's? I sure can. It's a tough choice, actually. The Rushdown's probably the easier pick, because there's a lot more things that do the same thing as Empty Fist versus things that do the same thing as Rushdown. Rushdown's one of a kind. Empty Fist, not so much. And it looks like we're off with a very front-load-oriented Watcher here. Two rares, Spirit Shield and Conjure Blade. Spirit Shield's block based on the number of cards in hand. It could be good, but it's a bit expensive. Hex Dragon, thanks for 14 months of support. Conjure Blade's a fun one. Conjure Blade creates an Expunger card, which hits multiple times, based on the amount of energy you spent on the Conjure Blade. With a big enough energy investment, it could be very, very deadly. The thing to note about Expunger is that it doesn't exhaust. You can play it multiple times. I think I'm going to grab it here, actually. Been a little bit since we had a good Conjure Blade run. I suppose there is a vague reason to take Nirvana with the Cut-Through Fate. I generally don't have a very high opinion of Nirvana. Not a whole lot of block per activation, and it's quite hard to activate Nirvana enough times per turn to get it to be good block compared to, say, Mental Fortress. I'm going to take this Conjure Blade. Not a card I often go for, but I'm curious to see if we can make a good use of it here. And I'm quite surprised to see a Mummy Hand in the first chest. What an interesting starting set of relics here. Mummy Hand makes a card in hand free when we play a power. So now Rushdown creates a free card in our hand. Four times. $18 times 4 is 72. I think I just go for the kill here. Really close. If we'd redrawn the Eruption, that would have killed. But we can block for 8, take 12, and win from here. That's not too bad. Mob Bank will give us gold every floor until we spend some. That's going to be a while, since I don't plan on going to a shop this act. And a potion. Ooh. We want more scry. I could reasonably see a third eye here. Actually quite like that with the Conjure Blade, in particular. If we want to go powers heavy, we could take Like Water to go with a Mummified Hand. Don't really see myself ever taking Reach Heaven. Kind of functions the same as the Conjure Blade, but a little worse? Hey there, Arthur AoE. If you find that you dislike playing the Watcher, then it may be time to change up how you play her. Slay the Spire is not a game where you necessarily need to play optimally in order to succeed. There are many different routes to victory. And so I'd encourage you to explore the mechanics that she has that you do enjoy interacting with and see what you can make happen. If you don't like taking double damage in Wrath Stance, try a calm-only build. It's totally possible to make work. Although it's not necessarily the easiest. You can do multiple Like Waters and Pressure Points or Alpha, Beta, Omega. Or if you dislike a different mechanic that she has, it's absolutely possible to draft cards to avoid those and still find some way to success. Another way to do it might be to play Watcher runs with custom mode modifiers. Try a Watcher daily run, or a Watcher run where you're getting triple cards. Try a Watcher run where you only have 1 max hit points if you find her too easy. See how far you can get with that. Speaking of, since we have only 1 potion, I'm going to take another combat here. Try to get another potion to drop, rather than going for an event. Although maybe that event was a second elite, who knows? Bonk. There we go. Now what a good potion it is. A stance potion allows us to switch between calm or wrath as we see fit. There's some amusing idea behind maybe using Collect to benefit the Conjure Blade. I think that's pretty unlikely to be good, though. Much rather just take a Cut-Through Fate here. Collect is an X-cost card, but an awkward one because it takes multiple turns to pay off. The more energy you spend, the longer the payoff takes. So it's not good to sink 10 energy into Collect. You only want to spend 1 or 2 or 3. I think if I use the explosive potion, I can kill the middle one and end this turn in Wrath Stance here. A lot of the times with the Watcher, you have a difficult decision before you. Do you enter Wrath Stance, knowing that your enemy may attack you next turn, or do you avoid playing the Eruption? In some cases, you may be in a situation where you need to do damage immediately in order to win the fight. That's this situation. And in these situations, I often find it worth it to just play the Eruption and try to kill the enemies before they hit you back. Or in some cases, take some of the damage willingly. We might be about to take 20 damage next turn with what I'm about to do, but I think it will be the best choice. Which is throw that there. Eruption here. Cut. Discard the third eye, draw the Ascender's Bane. I think I strike Miracle Cut. That's right. Oof. That's the card I wanted, actually. Let's discard both. Okay, so next turn I can play Vigilance Defend. Or Rushdown. Rushdown might be better. No, it's Defend, Strike, Rushdown, Vigilance. There we go. Using the Mummy Hand, we'll make a card free. We cannot make X-cost cards free because they are ignored by this property. So if we play these cards first and then the power, we guaranteed get to play everything. Don't want to play this for 0, it'll create an expunger that does 0 damage. Okay, discard that, draw and play the strike. Use third eye to see what's on top. Perfect. Vigilance is great. Take at most 2 more damage. Doesn't look like we're going to need to do any damage here. This is a guaranteed kill. That was pretty good. Get some HP back. Nice. And this would have been our second pressure points. I'm actually quite tempted by a Like Water, given that we have the Mummified hand. Could almost see myself taking Tranquility. Let's go with a Like Water. Not a card I normally take, but I think it's underutilized by Watcher players at large. You can think of Like Water as a Metallicize, except it's a much higher numeric value, with a little bit of a condition to it. Condition you want to meet usually anyway. Anger the mushrooms. Oh, geez. Don't anger the mushrooms. Good lord. So killing any of the mushrooms means that we become vulnerable. It's a bit awkward. Could also simply third eye, defend, take 3 if we don't kill any of them. Don't think using the potion is required here. Prankster, what did the Watcher say when she drew an awkward opening hand against these 3 opponents? Rats. So, a couple options here. We can Eruption and strike the middle one. The strike plus will kill the front one in Wrath. So we can kill 2 of them, Miracle and Defend. If we kill 2 of them, the remaining one will be 18 damage. We'll be vulnerable and in Wrath stance. So if we can kill 2, the last one does 18. So I would take 10 in that scenario, and the fight would be basically over. I think that's mediocre. Option B. Third eye and defend. What if I kill one of them? Is that possible? 13 plus 9. Not quite a kill. No, I can't kill one of them here. I think what we do is take the block line. Go a little bit less aggro. Love that we have Like Water Vigilance next turn. Let's lose the strike. Bop the one that's weakest. Next turn we'll have a lot of information about what they're doing. Anyone that's attacking me next turn will be buffing the following turn. Anyone that's buffing next turn will be attacking the following turn. So I'll know exactly, after looking at them next turn, I'll know exactly what all 3 of them are doing on turn 3. Do I pay the Miracle to strike now? I don't think so. Okay, these 2 will be attacking next turn. Although there's not much I can do about that. Looks like we'll have to try to kill them both? Oof, awkward. Starting to wonder if I should have gone with a take 10 line. Oh well, we'll see. You gotta die first. Don't think there's any shenanigans I can do with the Conjure Blade right now. No, I don't think so. So we're going to cut through Fate the back one guaranteed. We should rush down before we do that. There's no reason not to. Play the free one. And now we want to see if we can find Eruption. Does not help me. Okay, that doesn't help me either. So we'll have to take 11 here. Could use the potion, but potion's worth a lot more than 11. So, the aggro line on turn 1 was, I think, ultimately the best way to get through the fight. I think that's what we learned here. Fair enough. That was my gut instinct, was that that line was correct. Oh boy, was it ever correct. This is fun. But I think we'll still be just fine. Especially with 2 potions. Do I add a Carve Reality for some immediate damage output? I like it. It's quite a lot. I also like foraying into Divinity with this sort of deck. A little too early for that, though. This could be either Knob or Lagavulin. Lagavulin's easy. Knob is Stance Potion. I don't think I need this Carve Reality. Okay, I'll play it your way, sir. Math. 27 plus 13 is 40. So yes, with the Stance Potion, that's an easy kill. But I have to use it first. Get the Oddly Smooth Stone, giving us 1 next to the start of every combat. That means our blocks are blockier, which is pretty good. We don't retain anything, so Establishment is no help there. Could take another block card, Third Eye or Evaluate, but honestly, I feel like we're set up well for Hexaghost. Lord Bio asks, who do you think has killed more adventurers, Gremlin Knob or Heart? I think the Gremlin Knob has, by quite a few. That Gremlin Knob is a stone-cold killer. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One, not everybody's going for the Heart, but everybody has to get past the Gremlin Knob. But it's also that the Gremlin Knob shows up early, so every run that gets to the Heart has to get past Gremlin Knob first. And he's mean. That Knob. He's a mean boy. Entering Wrath for turn 2 of this fight, unadvisable. Let's just get a big blade. 5 hits for this fight. Yeah. Show me the big stuff. push down first or second? First. Let's do it this way. Reshuffle and then scry. Oh. Awkward. Not what I wanted to see there, but okay. We'll be back for that. Difficult to end this turn in Wrath. I think we should end it in Calm here. Let's go Eruption, Vigilance. Yeah. So we draw 2. Then we'll enter Wrath next time we see Eruption. Which should be pretty shortly here. Yeah. And stay that way, I think. Might even go Vigilance, then Eruption, just to make sure we're blocking here. Hexaghost won't attack us next turn. That's the pattern of the beast. So let's focus on dealing damage instead. Definitely could die next turn, actually. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Looking spooky. We can find Expunger or Vigilance, we're good. Close enough. This is 9x2. Yes, we barely live this. Cool. Could also use the Power Potion. Doesn't look like we need it. We're guaranteed to win next turn and we do survive, right? We were attacked for 9x2. We blocked for 9 plus 5. We'll live on 1 hit point, I believe. That way we get to keep the potion. Nice. Double Conjure Blade. I'm reasonably sold on a devotion here. Given that we have Mummy Hands. Given that we want triple damage. Given that we have an oddly smooth stone, so prostrates are better. Conals, thanks for 21 moons. Get thee to drink down. Blasphemy is also fun here, giving us instant divinity. We could use that to kill with Expunger or just end short fights in general, which could be quite nice. Feels like we need an immediate damage plan other than the Expunger here. Guess that's where the Carve Reality could have helped. A little bit worried that we're too setup heavy at this time. But heck. I'll take it. And we get some interesting options here. Could take more energy with the Philosopher's Stone, giving all enemies 1 strength. More strength on enemies can be a bit iffy, especially for the heart. Sacred Bark doubles the effectiveness of potions. That's rather powerful. Got some pretty good potions to double at the moment. Although if we're looking to make an X-cost card work, it might be difficult with only 3 base energy. The good news is with the Mummy Hand, we do have a lot of ways to get energy. Last option, Sozu gives us 1 more energy per turn, but prohibits obtaining new potions. That's tough. I like the energy of the Philosopher's Stone and the Sozu, but I don't like the downsides that come with, which is making me really strongly look at the no downside option here, the Sacred Bark. Double strength potions can make a huge difference in key combats where your matchup isn't favorable. Fights that you're already good at, you can win without potions, but fights where you need help, getting twice as much help from a potion use can be a really big deal. Many potions generate energy for us, too. For example, with a second power potion, we get another card free from Mummified Hands. So that would be an extra energy when we use that, for example. And we're rich enough to buy some potions pretty easily, too, if we need to. I'm going to take the Sacred Bark. It's been a little while since we've had a bark run. And we'll see what Stronkened Potions can do for us. Also thinking about cashing in this Maw Bank. Actually, no, we should cash it in here. What the heck? What is this act layout? Hello? Weird. So there's 3 elites over here. Or do something like this. That lets us get these shops that are later in the act. Or if we spend all the money at the first shop, there's also this path. That gets me quite a few upgrades, which I really like. We'd like to upgrade our Rushdown, our Devotion, probably our Scry. The Rushdown in particular is good because it becomes a zero-cost power, and we can do some fun stuff with that. That way we get many more floors to accumulate money with the Maw Bank. We're hoping the double-strength potions can get us through the early elite fight. We should be able to beat three combats without too much difficulty. I don't know what these events will hold. There's a couple good options in there. Why don't I like Philo? Watcher doesn't care about incoming damage. Oh, she certainly does. At least in one particular fight at the very end of the game. One of the most difficult challenges for Watcher is surviving the first 3 turns of the heart fight. With only 62 max health normally, or 67 max health normally, rather, the heart can do exactly that with a single attack. By taking the Philosopher's Stone, you increase the damage of those first 3 attacks by 15 more, which really is a challenge to block. Thankfully, we've actually reduced it quite a bit by picking up the Odd Mushroom, so we already kind of have a survivability plan. But adding the Philosopher's Stone would threaten that heart fight substantially. And there's a few fights beforehand, too. Watcher can't always kill everything on turn 1. So you do have to either block or take some damage. I don't think I want too many fights. Perfect. This deck would like another way to get into Wrath, probably. This is not going to be useful for now. We'll see about this. Fair enough. I think we're going to go into Calm Stance here. Question is, what order to play these cards? I think it's Strike, Defend, Miracle, Like Water. Then Like Water either makes Vigilance free or it makes Devotion free. If it makes Devotion free, Devotion makes Vigilance free. Although I don't actually need to play the Defend. So it should be Strike, Like Water. Now I can keep the Miracle. YOLO? Let's see, this is 9 plus 26. So if I draw into any damage card, we can finish it off. Let's cut through Fate. Okay. Not too bad a fight there. 24 block in a jar. Ooh, and an upgraded power. Start of your turn, Scry 4. That's pretty juicy. Considering we have a mummified hand at all. And that it says plus on it. Its otherwise usefulness in the deck almost irrelevant because of the bonuses receiving here. Almost. 4 Scry per turn is quite useful. Lets us get back to the Expunger more easily. Lets us get block cards if we need it. Lets us use the 1 Eruption in the deck much more effectively. Well, I don't mind a Crescendo. Actually wouldn't have been too bad. Remove a card from your deck or upgrade all strikes into fans. I have to say the 5 free upgrades is pretty juicy, but we're going to go ahead and remove a card here, further enshronkifying the deck. I think our removal should be a defend, and then we'll remove strikes at the shop, or shops. We're offered a curse for a relic. Not a deal I take very often, this one. I think you need some extra incentive, or a gambling chip, or a blue candle and a Centennial puzzle to make this worth taking. Otherwise, no thanks. Dirty Thieves. Devotion won't matter in this fight, although it's going to make one of the other 2 cards free, so I might as well play it. Although we should see what we're up against first. The third eye here. Definitely want to draw into and play that defend. Let's go for the Mugger first. Been doing that more if they have similar health, as they do here. And then I could summon a X equals 2 Expunger if I use the Miracle. I'll do it. Give me your gold! Atlas WW says, do these 2 have different attacks or flee patterns? No, they both have the exact same pattern. They'll both attack on turn 1 and turn 2. And then on turn 3, there's a 50-50 chance that they'll either attack a 3rd time or block and get ready to flee. The only difference between these 2 enemies is their names, the hit point total, and the Mugger on turn 3 has a higher value for their 3rd attack and a higher block value on their block. I often advocate for going looter first because the lower health really can make a difference. 1 strike less required to kill sometimes is a huge deal in Spire. But if they have really, really similar health, it's better to go for Mugger first. Thinking this might end up being my block potion here. We can go Eruption Expunger to kill this guy. But I can't get back into Calm or anything. So I'm going to block for 24 with the potion. And then beat this nerd to death. Get him! Get all my money back. Get offered to Deceive Reality. Good block with Smooth Stone or Consecrate. 0 cost damage. Both decent here. Currently don't have any way to damage multiple enemies, which is pretty worrisome for the elite fight, especially on 3 energy. I think picking up a Consecrate and upgrading it is a relatively good idea here. Make this 8 damage in Wrath, 16 damage to all enemies. Lets me get rid of Gremlins or Slavers a bit more easily, perhaps. Definitely a little worried about our next fight. Take the Consecrate. Oh boy. Great turn 1, though. Really good turn 1. Got to kill this bird first. Easy. Okay, let's make an X equals 3. Let's do it. This fight's all about doing as much damage as we can as quickly as possible. It looks like we've succeeded. Recalm. Scry 4, I should be able to play both of these to get a kill. Yeah, because I can discard 3 and then I guarantee draw the Cut Through Fate and the Strike. Which is a kill. 10 plus 9. Oof. Close fight. A 8 plated armor, that's a good potion. Halt plus. Very interesting. The best 0-cost card in the game. I categorize this 2 ways. Exhausting and non-exhausting. Best 0-cost exhausting card, probably Seek Plus. Or Scrawl Plus. Actually, Scrawl Plus. For non-exhausting, card you can play multiple times for 0 cost, I would say Phantasmal Killer Plus. Or maybe, depending on your situation, Impatience Plus. Or Calculated Gamble Plus. Actually, Calculated Gamble is probably the better nominee there. Note a theme there. Large amounts of card draw for free is very good. And that halt is 10. I have Smooth Stone. This halt is so good. This is 5 block, 20 block if we're in Wrath. I love it. Panacea Plus. There's a fun nomination. Also, yikes. Power Potion, please save me. Double Battle Hymn. That's a thing. Double Devotion wouldn't do anything until turn 3. That doesn't feel like it's good enough. Double Battle Hymn is fun. That's my best answer here. Definitely drawing this deck upside down here. Let's see. Can I kill? 2 more attacks. 27 plus 10. Alright, I gotta take something else then. Dang. Guess we'll just block turn 1. It stings a lot. That means I'm going to go ahead and use the Essence of Steel here as well for 8 plated armor. Okay. That seems like a pretty acceptable... Fortunately, I didn't draw Rushdown or Vigilance, so playing Eruption seems almost suicidal. Good news is, I can kill the Red Slaver without actually having to go into Wrath here. Unless you're telling me I could kill 2 of them. Let me double check that. 6, this is going to deal... Comes 1.5, so 12? 6, 12, I have to devote a 3rd attack to Red Slaver, so seems exceedingly unlikely. 12 plus, these are what? 18? 36 plus 12. 48, oh man. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're so close. I can't quite kill the front one. If we hadn't gotten weakened on turn 1, I totally could. Hey there, Azure Orca. I'd recommend looking at the start of runs. There's a whole bunch on the YouTube for some information on picking the Niao bonus. Generally speaking, I try to take something that helps me tackle the challenges of Act 1, while also helping me in the long run. That an acceptable draw next turn? It sure is. And that kind of depends on where the elites are in Act 1. So a lot of the time my decision-making is down to, does this bonus help me deal with the first elite? Does this bonus make that shop at the very beginning look really good? Does this bonus help me avoid running out of health before I get to the boss? Kind of the questions I like to ask myself. Okay, let's get Foresight for sure. That made Smite free. Actually, not sure I'm playing the Expunger. I really would like to play Vigilance here. It's so very much block. And I get new Smites every turn? Okay, let's just play the block card. There we go. Okay, that was a scary fight for sure, but we did survive, and now we have tons and tons of money and upgrades as we go into a couple of shops here. Ooh, and if we wanted more energy, Deus Ex Machina is a fun way to get it. When you draw this card, add 2 miracles to your hand, which we can use to fuel the Conjure Blade. Got pretty good draw for that, too. But yeah, I think your starting bonus is very heavily dependent on the map. So scrutinizing the map before you pick a bonus, which is something that you are allowed to do, is a really good way to help make your starting bonus more consistently helpful. Grab these. Yeah, 3 miracles. Let's go. Might choose to rest here. We'll see. We're going to upgrade up this one for sure. That upgrade is going to be our Rushdown to make it free. Free card with Mummy Hand. Get a Toxic Egg. All skills from here on out are upgraded. Oh boy. And finally roll into the shop with 659 gold. Over 200 from the Maw Bank. And we get some really spicy things here. My. Kunai is very interesting. So, there's Tantrum. Deal 3 damage 3 times. Enter Wrath. Put this card into the draw pile. Second Wrath card, very, very good, particularly when we've got our Rushdown Plus. I've already passed on Carve Reality. Wave of the Hand can be very good, giving weak whenever we gain block. Hard to use on 3 energy, though, without a relic that activates for block. Could very easily spend all my money here. Card removal looking pretty good. We'd love to remove a strike. Bandage Up Plus is kind of interesting. Heal 6 hit points once per combat. It's actually not bad at all here. I think both the Kunai, giving us Dex for 3 attacks played, and the Gremlin Horn, giving us an energy and a card draw when an enemy dies, are both very good. Particularly like the Gremlin Horn. There is another shop that we can go to, but we don't have to. And lastly, this third relic, Melange, gives us Scry whenever we shuffle the draw pile. Melange is a relic I don't put a lot of value into, usually. It's got a lot of awkward interactions. And just doesn't seem like it does enough. Definitely buying Tantrum here. So do I go for both relics or only one? Definitely feels like a deck that wants to do both. Heck it. Give me them both. In which case, we're gonna go... not to this shop, but instead this way. Rest at this fire. Upgrade here. Fighting this elite with our low health total seems unwise, and we'll get lots of card rewards to look at with a Toxic Egg. Okay. Definitely don't need both. Actually, it's not a bad attack card. Sure, do it. What you got? Perfect. Take one. Already both of the relics that we picked up being immediately quite useful. Actually, keep both those. Get to redraw the Tantrum instantly. Very good. Ancient Potion's kind of nice, and Sanctity Plus is a card I was hoping to see. Gives us block, and if the last card played was a skill, such as, oh, I don't know, a miracle, then it also draws 2. Like that a lot. Nirvana actually not horrible here. I think we have too many powers as it is, but we do scry enough that it would be decent block generation. I just don't think it's as good as a Sanctity Plus. Yeah, I probably want to block that. This is 2 artifact, by the way. Oh, hecko. It's a Snecko. Many block. Alright, please don't make my cards a random cost. Thank you. Thanks. Taking me for 18 again. Please give me a way to block that. Or a way to kill. When we would die, healed us 60% instead. Well, guess who's not resting anymore? The guy with 2 Sanctity Pluses, that's who. It's me. Always has been. This fight looks a little more awkward. Oh yeah, definitely. Foresight will help though. Don't hurt me. We don't have Light Water in play yet, but I'm going to need it, I'm sure. Okay, we can use the Explosive Potion to kill at least. It's a 20 explosive. This is a good fight for it, actually. But let's see if we draw a Wrath card. We do. Fun options here. Got a lot of energy in my hand. Let's go Tantrum. Miracle, Sanctity. Didn't draw the Tantrum, but I could go Miracle, Miracle, Vigilance, Miracle, Eruption. Just do Miracle, Miracle, Vigilance. And discard the Daze next turn with the Foresight. I haven't been using this Conjure Blade much, I have to say. But that's probably going to change in the boss fights. It's really only a boss fight card most of the time. A lot better than expected, that outcome. Second Rushdown. Very curious. Probably don't have enough ways to leave Wrath to make that really worth it. Tranquility Plus is somewhat tempting, just a zero-cost Intercom on demand. Pretty useful with the Like Water, pretty useful with the Sanctities, pretty useful with low energy in general. Not bad. It's not bad. In fact, let's do it. And still not resting. We're going to upgrade instead either Third Eye or the Like Water. Let's upgrade the Like Water. Get these powers upped. Can't do much better than Devotion turn 1. Goal in this fight, try to avoid losing the Fairy in a Bottle until... Alright, no, okay. It's fine. We'll block with Halt here. Try to avoid losing the Fairy in the Bottle until Hyper Beam. Or just win before Hyper Beam. Either of those is fine. Tranquility Tantrum? Yeah, we do. Or do we want to try to play it this turn? We go... It's only going to be x equals 4 if I do it this way, or we could go... let's just make it bigger. Bigger, I say! Rushdown currently not in play, so we won't draw cards here. Of course, now I'm in, like, peril of dying next turn? That's awkward. Discard the Strike, too? Yeah. Sure, it's fine. Easy. Block for a lot. Don't die. But do die. But also don't die. There we go. GG. Don't keep the fairy, but we do prevail. And pick up a Vault Plus, or a Deviform, or a Lesson Learned. I think this is a pretty easy choice for me. We've got a lot of per-turn effects that would be radically accelerated with a Vault. We've got a lot of setup that would be radically accelerated with a Vault. I'm particularly imagining the Foresight and the Devotion benefiting from the Vault here. Devaform too greedy. We'd have to wait too many turns to play the Expunger for it to be worthwhile. And most of the cards we already want to upgrade are upgraded, courtesy of the Toxic Egg and our upgrade density already. So I'm very happy with a Vault here. And I'm very, very happy with a Pyramid or a Fusion Hammer. Both are really good. Pyramid would let me retain my hand every turn, although a little awkward with the Miracles and all the Scry. Pyramid really lets us set up Divinity Expungers most effectively, lets us set up Halt with Kunai most effectively, makes it impossible to get stuck in Wrath most effectively. But the Fusion Hammer is very nice, just one more energy per turn. Very, very, very valuable. I think with Devotion, we don't need energy per turn. Take the Pyramid here. Do you know that we offer channel memberships now? Support the channel directly here on YouTube for as low as $5 a month and get awesome perks like a custom badge and emojis. But most importantly of all, I'll do exclusive Q&As, uploading a video response only available to members, so you can hear your questions read in my buttery voice. Click the join button below this video to get started. Back to the video. Think that we're going to be able to manufacture our own energy in so many different ways. Very afraid of Winding Halls, are you? Well, fear not, because we've got a Toxic Egg, and actually 2 Bandits Plus sound kind of decent here. So I'll probably do that. What we got for pathing options? I think I'd rather go to this store if I'm going to a store. I have absolutely no fear whatsoever of any elites in Act 3. I think we'll demolish Giant Head. I think with Pyramid we're okay against Nemesis. I think with Gremlin Horn we'll be fine against the Reptomancer. So I'm truly unafraid of all of them. And I think that means I will be barging forth to 3 elites. The 3 Dorklings can be a real problem if they're your first fight of Act 3. They can present pretty huge damage numbers. That can be a real challenge. Definitely be a real challenge. Alright, I'm playing this Eruption. Discard that. This is a mini block, and I can just go back to Mina Stinko here. Wow. Actually, not even quite a full block. It's terrifying. Simply terrifying. Can you tell me if Rushdown's in the top few cards? Nay, but we can try to get it. Didn't. I accept this outcome, even though I don't like it. I'll just go ahead and take another turn if you don't mind. Thanks. Easy. And heck, I'll make this too. Boop. Gremlin Horn definitely helps a lot, triggering off of each of their deaths. Do we add a second copy of Consecrate? I think we do. Another 0-cost attack is very good with the kunai. True Rog, thanks for 27 months of support. Much love to you. Having a second Consecrate means better matchups against any multi-enemy fights. I'm thinking about Spear and Shield partially with this one. This deck would also really happily take a copy of the Fasting Power at this point, allowing us to... Ooh. Give me your money. Love trading in the Golden Idol in Act 3 for 333 gold. That's probably one of the best things you can do with it. Feels very lucky to be able to do that. More damage if I play it now, but I could use it for kunai later. Like, it's too short for devotion to be worthwhile. I think. I want room in hands. Here we go. Valorant Sky, thanks for 11 months of cozy goodness. Double smoke bomb. Alright, I think we highly want a Fear No Evil, a 1-cost card that can put us into Calm, reusable with Tantrum. Very, very good. Also great for Like Water and for Rushdown. I like it. Take the event to the fight. I like events in Act 3. Events can be super-powered fights. Like, Mind Bloom, fighting you, a boss. Not gonna kill anything. Could bail out of here, but, we're fine. Moody Watcher. I like it. The Watcher your mom warned you about. Play the powers first. Yes, draw me a Rushdown. Just like he's okay with kunai, I think it might be time to incorporate a Sash Whip Plus here. Sash Whip is a huge game changer against the hearts, although we'd prefer a Wave of the Hand. Having an attack that could apply Weaken is pretty good. So I'll pick it up, especially with the free upgrade. Good enough. Keep one Miracle just in case. Might need to, yeah. Well. Well, we Smoke Bomb, I suppose. No reason I couldn't. Rushdown in play? Okay, hold on. Dang it, it was defend first. Could have full blocked this. Still, pretty good job. Don't have any exits in my hand here. Should hold on for another turn. Mori could be good, blocking 2 curses. Love another halt. Love an empty mind. I think the halt's better at the moment. because of the pyramid and all of the dexterity. Definitely want to get rid of some of these strikes. Good news is we lose one here, we lose one in Act 4. We could even minus one elite to get a third one out of the deck. So that'll help a bit. Are we at the point where a normal combat is better than a rest site? Something we should at least think about. There's a few good upgrades in here. I like the third eye upgrade. Certainly with a toxic egg, looking at more card rewards could be very useful. Also helps us look at potions. Does take time though. Time I'm not interested in spending. Got a recall anyway. Maybe we'll rest this axe. We'll see. Perish. Stinky daggers. I want another turn 1, please. Good. Save the consecrates for next turn, of course. When there's daggers. Beautiful. Expunged. With the Ornamental Fan, now when we gain Dex, we also immediately gain 4 block, which is going to help us survive in the short term. And I agreed with Merle earlier during the break when he said that this deck could use a Prostrate or two, an immediate Mantra source, to pair with the Devotion. That's also a 0-cost block to pair with our Kunai. Beautiful card. Gotta take the key here. Oh ho, indeed. I like you, Mr. Merchant. You sell things like Scrawl Plus and Meditate Plus, and Talk to the Hand, not Plus. All of which I'm gonna buy, because they're all great. Also gonna dunk a strike. Could take a Sling of Courage, but given that we just obliterated 2 elites, what use is there for more strength during elite fights? Not much, I don't think. Could take another Rushdown. Especially now that we have Meditate, that's pretty good. Definitely don't need it, but it's not bad. Could pick up one of these potions. I think the Strength Potion would be the best one. Don't feel particularly compelled at this moment. I'm going to keep the money for the final shot. See what we get there. Definitely upgrade the Talk to the Hands. Cute. Scrawl is truly ridiculous. Give me Eruption Third Eye, I guess. Can block this effortlessly. Easy. Now all our attacks will also be upgraded. We get a fire potion instead of that stinky other potion. If we want to add vulnerable to the mix, we can. And I do. Let's grab a crush joints, which can allow us to make enemies vulnerable, taking 50% more damage from foes. From us, rather. Omamori here to protect our nice health. Or we can take Madness Plus. Now that the deck's grown much, much larger, I think I'm going to take the, just the heal here. Thanks, Omamori. That's a good use for the fire potion, actually. Alright. I'm in. Get him, Consecrate. And another one. Double Talk to the Hand means we'll get even more block per attack. Should make things exceptionally easy, particularly when we're attacking with the Expunger. Would have taken a Judgment earlier in this run. I don't think Flurry's that good when you've got Pyramid and Rushdown. Hand Clog becomes a real issue. Maybe wanted to upgrade Tantrum, actually. That'll be our next upgrade. Sorry, meditate, not today. Okay. At least get some block, though, yeah? Tantrum, consecrate. Now we'll do the Conjure Blade next turn, I guess. Yeah, next turn. Not quite the right order then. Shouldn't matter too much though, we're overwhelmingly powerful. Oh, I can even manufacture more energy in contrived ways? Perfect. Miracle. Should wait. Oh, yeah. That's where I get to halt. Tranquility. Prostrate. 11. Show me the power. Yeah, there it is. Get him. Bonk. GG. One boss down, one to go. It's the Awoken Bloken. And they'll be very easy to kill for this deck, thankfully. Thanks to Kunai, we should be easily able to outscale this boss, who only gets stronger when we play powers, although our turn one's a little awkward. Awkward enough to make me do this. Alright, acceptable. I'll hold off on devotion temporarily here, until we can get a little bit of comfort headed our way. This looks a bit awkward currently. Ouch. Give me back this and this. Yeah, that's why. Okay. We should be able to play Devotion now. Pretty easily. I'm gonna save one Talk to the Hand for the second phase of this fight. Not sure I want to play the other powers yet, actually. Just want to build Kunai procs. Tension's going to draw itself. At least try to. Let's discard this for now. Strike. Tranquility. Seems like about as good a chance as ever I'm going to get to Conjure Blade here. Let's see what we can do. Not the best. Definitely within acceptable parameters, though. Now we can play the powers. Easy peasy like. Get back Expunger and Prostrate. And now we can do whatever we want, basically. Seems good. Back into Wrath? Why not, I guess. So much damage. Nice. GG, Awoke Bloke. See you later. Hello and welcome, Kulkwun Badass. Kulkwun says, any general advice for dealing with the twins, Donu and Deka, as a new player? My general advice, kill the donut first. In most situations, the donut is the one that causes them both to gain strength every 2 turns, which is the primary means of escalation of the fight. Making sure you can deal damage and block at the same time is a big priority for that combat. Very tricky to do both. But it's very much a fight that punishes you for stalling. There's no reward if you spend your entire turn blocking and then pass. You'll just get further and further behind. So you may need to take damage early in the fight in order to deploy powers or get key cards set up. Deka, yes, blocks and adds daze. So the way that you can think of it is that Deka slows down the player by blocking for both bosses and adding status cards. Donu speeds up the bosses by giving both of them strength. Together they're a nasty pair, the double juggernaut, both slowing down the player and accelerating themselves, causing the fight to be very relentless. See, we could buy the membership card, but it's more than half my money, so there's no reason to. Let's lose Strike. Don't completely dislike Panache. I think this is a run where you can do without a Mental Fortress. That's kind of cool. I will take this Empty Mind for draw 3. And I think we should take one of these potions. I'm particularly eyeing a regen potion. 10 regen. Heal 10, then 8, then 9, then 8, 7, 6, so on and so forth. Giving us a lot of extra survivability against Heart. I'll try to do one more Spire run, one Ironclad run after this. Surely that can be done. I wonder if I'm wasting the block here. Okay, hold on. It's on top of the deck. I want to draw to the good stuff. Please and thank you. Grab an additional turn. Do have a Wrath card in my hand. Do it this way. That's for her. And meditate to end it all. Perfect. If I get back prostrate, am I there? Yes. Give me prostrate, and let's go with a cut through fate. Should be everything we need for next turn. Discard the stinky. No problem. Get the pocket watch. If we play 3 or fewer cards on our turn, draw 3 more at the start of the next turn. Not that good with Pyramid, but maybe useful on turn 1 of Heart. I don't think any of these are particularly amazing. And I think we are exceptionally well set up for Heart here. With our Ancient Potion blocking Vulnerable and something else. Yeah, this is a really good time for the pocket watch, actually. Rush down. Wait, that was 4? What's the prostrate? Oh well. Let's do it this way then. Get Sash Whip to apply weaken now. Let's have a Scry first. Definitely a good time to use Vault. Like consecrate, Sash Whip. Yeah. Could do more stuff. I'm just going to play the Vault, though. Still no sign at the top of the hands. Further complicating matters. For your last 10, congrats on those wins, Leet Nanas. Building consistency on A20 Heart runs is a very, very difficult thing to do. So every iota that you can scramble forward with is great. That's great. I'll play that after Halt. Eruption. Up to the hand. Might make something free that I don't want to be free. Want to go Halt, Crush Joints, Meditate? Play the powers next turn, play the powers next turn. I think we want to reapply Weaken. Stay in Calm. So I'll take the Third Eye. Actually, not a bad time to just play 3 attack cards here. Let's get Devotion down. I definitely should have used the potion a little earlier here. Now we'll use it. Getting a little sloppy here at the end, but I'm sure it won't matter. 10. I didn't map that correctly. Vulnerable doesn't even matter. Do it as follows. So we can Sash Whip the sort of next turn. There's the Expunger again. Brutal. Give me that back. Expunged. GG. Hey there. If you enjoyed that video, watch this one next. And before you go, join us on Twitch and watch live. I'm there 5 days a week playing Slay the Spire, answering questions, and chilling with the community. Click the link in the description to follow right now. Ta-ta for now.